Hey, everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sport.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Seattle Seahawks and the Cleveland Browns. This is fielded at the goal line. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section, where the columnists write possible air raid. So we'll see. Yeah,
it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave what the game plan? I think it's pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
On second down, it's Henry. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And the ball is knocked out. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the screen. Now.
They'll set up a throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control. They can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now back to throw. It's caught. Nelson. And down inside the 15 he goes. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
And on 2nd and goal, they decide to throw it again, and this result is even worse. They take a sack. On 1st down, it was simply an incomplete pass. Not a good first 2 plays, beginning with 1st and goal.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? He'll look to throw, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point right down the middle. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. So here come the Browns now for their first drive. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
180, 54.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. He'll get this complete into the hands of Riley Ridley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there. First down.
Quit talking about it.
First and 10.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Let's take a glance now at the starting defense for Seattle. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground. I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. From 19 yards away, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Now the try here for the point after. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was a prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Middle, and it's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. Back to throw here. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
57 to mine.
They'll run on first down. York. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
We know this offense, they're built around passing the football. That time, the running game didn't suit them so well.
Not so well, but they have to do it every so often. You have to be able to control the pass rush a little bit, make them somewhat hesitant before they come and get your quarterback. At least have the illusion that you have a running game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They're going to look to throw. He sets to fire deep. The Browns D locked in on third down, brings up fourth.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Going to throw right side here, complete.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. I'll get him.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at 45. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit, too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Mayfield now from the 50. And his throw is incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays the game with great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Eluding the pressure right, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down. To throw again on second down, Mayfield.
He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. Mayfield now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Now Mayfield. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
A run for Nick Chubb. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense. 3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. From the gun, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's not like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. They'll try the left side. York. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk 1st. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Henry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times. And what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they had a long drive last time that they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. First down, Mayfield. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Open man is Quinn, able to connect. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37. Mayfield now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun. Mayfield. Open man is Quinn. He completes it. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Offense.
They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Following the penalty, Chubb. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down.
I actually love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talking about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read. Better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And his kick is indeed good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves them with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field. They've got the lead, and certainly a big reason why some of these catches we take a look at right now. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Mayfield from the gun on third down. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And taken right on the 30. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Making now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing. But he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now. Making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. Back to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Quinn. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
There's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They run it again with Williams. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. He'll look to throw. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Williams. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On first down, York. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. York, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. They'll run on first down. It's Williams. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Here we go. 60 or.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Mayfield. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Mayfield now, and this is going to be incomplete. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fielded at the 33. 1 quarter. Here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On first down, York. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And a quick throw here that's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. They'll set up the throw. It's caught. Nelson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now Williams. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard.
Down, 50, plant.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he stopped immediately there. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, York. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, York down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Heading out as a Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Mayfield now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
They always say that real estate is about location. Well, guess what? When it's a slant route, the quick ones, timing. Got to be able to lead your man with the football.
And the timing off right there, threw it behind him. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 14-yard touchdown. As his guys are back within a single score. Here we go. The Browns will go for 2. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road? And everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
A first down throw from Mayfield. This one caught by Ridley. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And again, it's Mayfield. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And it's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Browns have retaken the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he will not get there. He comes up short. And they're unable to push this lead to a field goal as it'll remain a 1-point game. Set now to kick this one away. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And 2 big plays, one after the other. Now all of a sudden, they're on the march.
Got to feel good about what they've just gotten done, and now feel really good about what's in front of them.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in a 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. So some drama down to the very end of this ball game, Charles, on that final kickoff. They were hoping to break free, some sort of